guys, so welcome back to Lex Reads. So in today's video, I wanted to do a small haul. Yesterday, I took the day off. I had some appointments and things of that nature. And of course, since I did, take the day off, I said, well, I want to go to a bookstore. And I just hit up, Barnes. They had a buy one, get one 50% off. So I took advantage of that. So yeah, hit up a bookstore, got some books, wanted to show them to you. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, here is my bag. I got in total 3 books yesterday. And actually, I want to show you another book that I got last week. I've already talked about it. It is Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. This came out a week ago. I read a good amount yesterday. I'm on page 164. I like it. I like it so far. I do. I'm still on Team Soledad. I'm still on This Could Be Us right now. It's still my favorite book. I don't know if it's going to change, but out of the whole series, This Could Be Us is my favorite. But I do like Hendrix, and overall this series, and I'm not even done with the book yet, but overall I would say the series is a really good series. I would recommend this. Okay, so yesterday when I went to Barnes and Noble, like I said, I got 3 books, and 2 of the books, they were buy one get one 50% off. First book I got, the reason why I came in there, I wanted to get Losing Sight. I was watching oh, she's on TikTok, Talia. I think it's like she does something called Talia Talk Tuesdays. Love her content on TikTok, and now she has a YouTube channel, and she was interviewing and she interviews authors, and this is one of the authors that she was interviewing, and the way that the author was talking about the book and how it's going to be like a series, like a standalone series, and it's going to feature like the different scents. So this one is The Eyesight, and it's about a sports reporter. Like, she's been like squinting and suffering when it comes to her eyesight, and she ends up going to the, is it ophthalmologist? Is that the eye doctor? And he's like, fine. And it looks like they have a little, romance. But then she's like worried about her job because there's another, like, I think, young reporter that is kind of like threatening to take it, because it's kind of like threatening to take it. And yeah, but the way she was describing it, it was like, oh yeah, that's something up my, alley. And I can't wait to see how the rest of the series progress. But yeah, I really wanted to get this, and I love the cover, and it's a romantic comedy. So I've never read a romantic comedy, only watched them but never read them. Next, I got A.H. Cunningham, Miss V's Girl Summer. Now, you know what, last year she came out with a book. Oh, it's somewhere over here. I was supposed to read and I didn't, because it's like, it's geared towards summer. You can read it anytime, but you know how you got them books where you like to read them in the summertime. This looked like this go be a summertime book. I want to do a like a TBR. Um, oh, I hate to say TBR, y'all, because it just, oh, like I want to do maybe a week where I read like some summer, books, and what I'll do is I'll have like 2 of them. You know what I mean? So I won't like overload myself. But it's my second book by her. And this also is from the Afterglow publication. You guys remember I was talking about that in a couple of videos, where the Afterglow publications, they are cheaper. So they're $12.99, because the Afterglow publication, it's under Harlequin. So this is considered a Harlequin novel. But like I said, Afterglow books, they are cheaper. They're only $12.99. But this one, you have a young lady. Her name is Trinidad. She gets she gets engaged to like her longtime boyfriend, but she kind of feels like, ooh, like, I don't know if this is right. You know what I mean? Like, is he the one? Her son ends up tricking her, and they go to a Caribbean carnival for vacation, and she meets like a man that she's known like for years, and he's helped her son like mentor and all that. It looks like, some old feelings and things of that nature comes up. So I really am excited to read this. I love the cover, and it's not a very long book. Oh yeah, it's like 200 and something. See, I could read this in a week. It says, go on, get spicy. This cover is so pretty. It just screams summertime. Like, it screams like beach read. And then lastly, I went to, again, the romance section, and I saw Brittany Cherry's The Mixtape. Now this actually is this edition is independent. So I was shocked to see an independent book and Barnes and Noble, because usually they don't really do like independent, authors. Brittany Cherry, she was an independent author, but she did get traditionally published. I was telling you guys, and the series I'm in the middle of, the Element series, those are reeditions. I saw this and I saw the price. I'm like, I'm getting it. It was only $12.99, and it's about a single mom. She's going through it. She ain't got no money. Like she just going through it, right? And she works at a bar, has a young child, and a young man. He's in a band, he's famous, and like he's trying to get away from the paparazzi, so like she helps him because he comes in her bar, and she like hides him or whatever. And then with he has a situation where his twin brother has passed, so he is grieving, and they come into each other's lives. And yeah, it sounds kind of cheesy, but the way she writes, I love her writing. I told you guys, I like to read like romances when I'm reading something, when in conjunction with reading something really heavy. And a lot of times all my books are, heavy literature. Even though this, look like I got obviously some heavy elements, some serious elements, but it's a romance, so they go end up together. And I like to kind of balance myself out when I am reading, a serious book. So like for example, I'm reading right now Can't Get Enough, and I'm also reading our book club pick, Zeal by Morgan Jerkins. And Zeal is about slavery. So I need to kind of, again, balance it out a little bit, just to just to get through it. You know what I mean? Have something where it's serious, and have something where, you know, I can kind of play around a little bit, even though Kennedy Ryan's books, girl, that's like women's literature. But again, it's a romance. They're gonna have a happily ever after. So that's what makes, to me feel better when I am reading books like in conjunction like that. But yes, cannot wait to get into this because I heard really good things about it. Love Brittany Cherry. I think if you are trying to get into romance books, and if you don't want like the typical, like romance, I would say pick up a Brittany Cherry, because you are going to get the romance aspect, but you also are going to get the serious literature. You know what I mean? You're going to get, the women's fiction and things of that nature. So yes, love that about her. So yeah, guys, that is it when it comes to my small little haul, my impromptu haul, because I was thinking about, because I was like, I'm probably gonna get one book, not three, but I just go wild in a bookstore. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you, and I'll be back with more Black books.